it's pure kind of personal attack and nonsense like that.
See, this is how it works, guys. Read this paragraph and look at this sketch. That's how it works. And then they hold tight to it. They grasp onto that because that's the foundation. And every argument that comes from them after that is based upon that initial idea. It's just a foundational mathematical concept on paper. That's it.
Yeah. Look, they're gone so bad that what they try to do is they won't even, like, it's ridiculous. Not one of them will admit now on Nathan's show that the earth is rotating underneath anything. They won't admit it. They even thrown Louis Foucault under the bus. That's where they're at. They can't even admit their own model. They're trying to not admit their own model because they know they can't back it. They can't back these things. There's no evidence of a rotation. There's no evidence of curve. There's no evidence of a sky vacuum. Do you know what I mean? All these things, the three main things, there's no evidence of any of this. So it's all based on a belief, and these people just don't want to accept, that it was all just a belief.
And what's funny, I think, is these people will never ever have the chance to go up to what they, their authority, NASA or SpaceX or whatever, and verify. They'll never have that opportunity, so they have to hold tight here on the ground, the flat Earth, to that fucking model, right? They have to, because they've already started off that way, and it'd be a slap in the face if they thought that maybe it wasn't that way, right?
Yeah, well, obviously it's a bigger thing for them to let go of than it was for us. For us, it wasn't such a big deal, but for them, it's obviously a bigger thing.
Exactly.
1 second, I'll come back in a second here.
Travis, I talked to Sean G last night over on Gems, and man, he's hardcore as ever. Just like he was interrupting somebody else, I think it was Bandsaw or some other folks on Gems, and he's just like, the Earth is round. He just went through all these things. Like, it's round. We have gravity. We have closest and blah blah. And but it was good talking to him though.
So he's still a hardcore Glober then, huh?
Oh, he can't back out. Just like Brian's logic just said. Once you get into that, like Jose, right? You just can't back out, because you'd have to call yourself a liar or been fooled or whatever, right?
So I don't remember Sean G when he was a flat earther.
He was never a flat earther. That was a lie. He only pretended to be.
Mm-hmm.
You think it was another seek truth, speak truth type thing? Yeah. I saw he did like an hour and a half with, who was it? One of those guys. Like his story on how he went from
one year in. Yeah, 1 year in, that one just recently.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I just saw I scrolled by it, but
Yeah,
I thought about bringing it up on here and listening to it a little bit, but I'll probably get a strike. And that guy, he can't even tell you why he changed. He doesn't know either model. He admits he does not know the globe model, and he admits he was just a follower of Eric Dubé in the first place. So, see you later. And I don't remember him at all in Flat Earth. A lot of these trolls they come up with, a lot of these pose that they come up with, I don't remember them.
Who you guys are talking
about? Speak truth, seek truth.
Yeah, and that's their only poster boy for a convert, right? they keep holding
Jose as well.
Yeah, Jose's his own poster boy, right? But seek truth, speak truth. They keep bringing him back, for interviews and all these loaded questions. It's you know. The only one, though. The only one. Come on.
Well, then what they need is somebody to tell them that they're right, and he does that. Do you know what I mean? To give the impression that they're right and that we're wrong, because they're under serious pressure. We're cool as breeze, but they're under serious pressure. I mean, we're sleeping like babies, and they're waking up in the middle of the night. Do you know what I mean? That's where they're at. You know, that's why they have to have people like that, so they can, you know, say, look, there's someone who left this crazy idea behind, you know, this kind of thing. And if you talk to your man, to Sean G, or Seek Truth, Speak Truth, whatever the guy's name is, or Jose would know a bit more now than he used to know, but only because he spent so much time being the moderator of his show. But the other two, speak to them, they don't know anything about the globe model, and never mind the flat earth. Sean G, he said on Fight the Flat Earth, did an interview with him, and he said the reason that he went back to the globe is he realized how big the world was. What does that mean? You know what I mean? That's what he said. 3 minutes into it, yeah. I stopped it then, and I said it. I commented to Fight the Flat Earth. This is a good few years ago. That this guy was a farce and was not the real deal. No one would say that, because the actual dimensions across a flat plane is a lot huger than around the globe. If you know what I mean, it would seem a lot bigger, but there's nonsense. Just it's 3 minutes, 15 or 16 seconds in, he starts this nonsense. It's just like load of rubbish. These people, they need someone to tell them it's okay, because they don't want to face the reality. The reality is that they're wrong.
Exactly. Especially if they've been what we would call educated, you know. All the money they spent or all the time they spent learning something, right? It's so hard for them to even just even take a 10% and be like, well, let me question 10% of what I learned, what I was educated with, right? They won't even do it.
They don't want to lose the prestige.
Yeah. And but they are the ones that are providing society for you and me, us crazy folks, right? They are the ones that are making science and all this shit. Yeah, right, dude.
It would be good if we could get some sort of show or something that could like interview these people, like the so-called scientists, like to get to the bottom of what is it that they actually like do.
Yeah. What do you do
like,
for me?
I'm convinced that all these people are like all these people do is like I don't really think they do science like we think they do. I think that they're just like order followers, like, you know, like they don't really discover anything. Like we probably have as the public, we probably have the image like they're in the lab looking for shit, trying this chemical with this, but I don't think they're doing that at all.
Matrix, all great technology, and technology is a different subject than science. You know, it's just kind of advancement of resources, materials, brain power, right? Like, and all advances in technology were like created by some dude in his mom's garage. Microsoft.
Oh yeah. I definitely believe that people are the ones that innovate. It's not government.
It's not
government only seek that
shit,
technology
right?
after a person's already made it.
Exactly.
You know, they go and they ask, they offer to buy it. If you say no, then they'll find some legal way to take it from you. And if you make it hard for them, you know, you'll end up with 2 shots in the back of the head. And it will be suicide, of course.
That's right. That's what patents are for, right? Because normal people actually have great ideas. You can call it science. I mean, they tested some shit and be like, wow, that's a great idea. It works really good. How do I become a millionaire? So everybody's after money, but you sell it to the government and scientists, and then they'll take credit for it and probably manipulate a little bit and say that we created it, you know, us scientists. And that's why your life is so free, Matrix, because, you know, we did all this shit for you, even though it was a dude in his fucking mom's garage.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like I think the government has to buy. They have to buy the new technologies because remember, most of the things that surround you are work pretty much established by government. You know, like phone lines, cables, the water system. You telling me random people the sewage system?
No. Government does not create anything. These people do not do anything. They don't.
Okay, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. You're just getting like a little.
I get you, but don't
governmental organizations.
Okay. Now, government controls. Government these days does control phone lines, water lines, sewer lines, power lines.
They control all
lines,
of it.
Roads.
They
all
control
the shit.
everything.
Now they control it, but doesn't mean they made it or even have the idea. Because government has no idea, right? All they are is just lawyers sitting there writing down rules of how to control something. That's it, right?
I have to drop there, lads. I'll talk to you later. I might come back in later if I can, okay?
All right. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks. Talk to you later.
Everybody, check out Brian's channel. It's fucking awesome.
Thanks a lot. If you want. See you later.
Okay. Later, Brian. But yeah, I mean, these guys in suits and ties that we pay with our tax money, Matrix, right? They don't do anything. There's no effort. They don't create anything. All they do is control what has already been created, like you're saying, you know.
Yeah, I think their main goal is to take control of everything because I think they have to, and I think it's something to do with the system. You know, I think if it's not publicly available, because it's like they think they own the public, anything that has to do with the public. So if you have a business and it serves the public, it concerns them.
But it's called they write things called public law, right? You have private law and public law. Right. So they're trying to tell us how I can use or consume or enjoy a service that was provided by a dude in his fucking mom's basement. Right. So and it's very efficient. I mean, they do it perfectly. We all of us fucking follow this public law bullshit. But that's exactly all they do. They just say, hey, look at all these smart people. We'll give them resources like certain amount of freedom, certain amount of mental freedom, certain amount of intellectual freedom so they can create shit. That's why America's kind of cool because we have all these great corporations, all this shit. But we're going to control it. That's all they do. And we pay them to do it.
So I'm going to give you a hypothetical scenario, right? I'm assuming you've seen Hunger Games, right?
I didn't watch it.
But you haven't watched none of them?
None of them. No.
Oh man. So you wouldn't understand how they're like divided by districts. But in the movie, Candace, the main girl, she lives in like a poor district, and it seems like they're like divided by districts. So the capital will be like the mainland. So it will be the best district, and every other district will be just declining. So if I just don't remember the order of the district.
What does the word strict mean? You know the word strict? If I'm strict, your teacher's strict, right?
To be stern,
controlling, right? And district, I think is a positional place, right? So even I don't know what state you're in. You have federal district courts, right, to decide certain things. So they use all these terms that imply control, even though we're taught they imply freedom, right? Oh, I can go to the strict court to get some sort of freedom, even though you end up getting fucking, you got to pay for it. You got to nothing free about it. It's a endless battle just to even try to get a tad bit of resolution or justice, right?
So apparently there's 13 districts. I just googled it real quick. So the best one will be District 1, right? And what I was gonna ask you is, damn, but since you haven't seen the movie, like I wanted you to guess what district is America, because we seem to be better off than the rest of the world.
Why would you say that?
I mean, on the other side, there seems to be a lot of bombing and stuff going on, and at least on this side, we don't have that. Like, they're not like bombing like Mexico or Brazil or something. Like a whole
Have
side of the
you
continent
been?
is like
Have
bomb
you been?
free.
Have you been?
Who's
to the
doing
other
the
side?
bombing? America's doing the bloody bombing.
Yeah. Have you been to the other side, Matrix? And if you say no, then I'm going to back Bandsaw and say that it's actually you that's doing the bombing at the other side, because I've been there and I've seen it, right? The propaganda. It's actually you doing that. If you believe you are a part of the District of America, right?
Well, it is America doing the bombing.
But the thing is, though,
for interpretation.
isn't so-called America already controlled by a certain interest group? So who really are the people doing this? Is their own side?
You are because you pay them.
Not at all, man. I don't think that's how that works.
Well, think about how.
Oh, so you
works,
think
okay?
you have absolutely no responsibility for the actions that your country is taking, Matrix?
I mean, everybody has a little bit of responsibility, but
why is that? Why do we have responsibility?
I think if you have life, you have certain responsibility. It just
why do I have
contract of life.
responsibility for some dude in a suit with his finger on the button that drops bombs on other countries? Why do I have liability for that? Or
I don't. That was Banso that asked that question. I wouldn't be able to answer you that.
But you said yes, we do have a certain amount of responsibility.
Well, I believe we do have a certain amount of responsibility for anything that surrounds us.
Okay.
Anything that we don't have control over.
So I ask you again, we're talking about bombing other countries because you think America's like kind of a peaceful place, and nobody's bombing Mexico or Canada and shit, so it's kind of the most peaceful place in the world apparently.
I never said that. What I said is we seem to be better off.
Chaos. Other places are chaos, right? In what you're talking about, right? So serious chaos. Right, Argentina's chaos,
Congo, Yemen,
Australia's chaos,
Syria, Iraq.
But
every country's a fucking basket case.
Who gives the authority to the motherfuckers wearing the suit to create that chaos?
America's got their shit together, don't they?
Because America's the muscle.
Yeah.
Muscle of what? What do you mean muscle? What do you mean?
The American Empire Matrix is crumbling underneath your nose, and you think that because you've got a gun under your pillow, you think it's going to be all right at the end of the night.
Banso, if freedom was so appealing, why would you need muscle, right? If freedom is,
right to bear arms, bang.
Bang, good work.
That's the only way to deal with a tyrannical government.
Yeah.
Hold on.
No one's buying guns because of their government there, Jay. They buy guns. Oh, we need it for self-defense. We need it for this bullshit reason.
Nah,
bullshit reason. They never.
People only buy guns.
Really?
The main reason guns are that people buy is for the government. That's
really?
for whatever personal reason, but mainly is for tyrannical government.
Other than 17/57, when the citizens rose up against their tyrannical governments.
Not just a tyrannical government, a world power called the United Kingdom, right? Yeah, redcoats, bro.
Just once.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't happened.
Apparently.
So it's bullshit. People think that they've got these guns and whatnot, and the Chinese may think that America, there's a gun behind every blade of grass and all that sort of stuff, but that means jack shit. China don't give a shit about the fucking guns. They'll get you in other ways. They'll cripple you financially, whatever fucking way they go.
That's right. That's right.
It gives you a false sense of security to have a gun underneath your pillow.
I can't remember who said it.
What's wrong with that, though? What's wrong with a false sense of security? Doesn't everybody need something to get by?
I can't remember
Really?
who said it, but
Really? So how does that gun underneath your pillow give you any sort of security for that person that's going to break into your home and rob your home, and then by the time you've even woken up, he's already gaffer taped you and your fucking wife. He's fucking banging the shit out of your fucking wife with the muzzle of a fucking shotgun, then fucking blows her head off and his head off, and then as a side note,
so
he
goddamn.
fucking takes your car. Right, so a gun underneath your pillow gives you no security whatsoever because you're in a fucking daze. By the time you got out of that daze, right, then you realise what's happening.
Bandsaw. That was funny. That was funny.
I mean, that shit was like a movie. So specific.
Coming
to get one,
to a
but
channel
all
near
those
you.
things, including the rape, bro. Damn, really?
Hey,
that was harsh, man.
Just breaking down reality, dude. That's reality 101.
Oh man.
Hey, I bring nothing but the facts there, Jay. And I love guns. I love them. Give me guns.
I love government. Give me government.
I want more government. I don't think we have enough government.
No.
The thing is, government is not bad. Government is not a bad thing.
We can pay to build more buildings, office buildings with the most modern technology, and then we can elect these people to go fill these seats, that we all pay for, and the desks and the computers and everything. They sit there and play on YouTube and Facebook. And yeah. I want more government because it seems to be working. Right.
Oh yeah.
Just more and more.
I want this social credit score. I think we should all have a clock card. Like when you wake up, you've got to punch in, right? and put your little monitoring bracelet on, so your every movement can be monitored and tracked and analysed, and every time, right? So if you think, okay, I've got to go to my job and I'm working on a little process line, oh, you know what? I'm going to just quickly sneak out for a quick fag, right? Boss won't know. And as soon as you take one step away from that, from that process line, you get an electric shock. Oh fuck yeah! No, I've got to get back on that line. I'm all for that. Let's do that.
Yeah, that would bring manufacturing back to like home countries, wouldn't it? Right, like that.
Just imagine the proficiency of that kind of system.
So all the corporations from America, the Western country, Australia, that actually moved to low wage slave countries like let's just say the East, okay, China, right in there, Asia, yeah. If we kind of employed our government to mandate the system of wearing that bracelet you're talking about, right? Mandatory labor. I mean, we could. I mean, think about that. We could have factories back in
think
what,
of the
months?
possibilities, Aaron. Oh my god, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, we could have factories back in like a month, right? Because if the factory's not built that yet, but you get hired, you still get shocked until the factory's built. And you're like, man, open this fucking factory so I can go to work.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's an awesome system. Even though it's kind of without the shock, though, the monetary system is still doing the same thing, right? Whether you're, it's not a physical shock, but it's a monetary shock.
I think Jay's still analysing the gun situation.
He's like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
So how is everyone on this fine Friday afternoon?
Thursday night here, dude.
It's still Thursday, buddy.
I should be able to send a shock to you, actually.
You should be able to. I should be able. Should be shocking you to catch up. What the hell?
Exactly. Get back into the Fridays. Come on, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Damn, you still got another day's work to go before the end of the week.
I know it. I got to wake up
What
early
the
and shit.
hell?
Fuck
So-
that. Fuck that.
Get onto my clock card there, Aaron.
Whatever.
Don't hand wave dismiss me.
I just did. And
I know.
backhanded you. And backhanded you at the same time.
Yeah. How's the show today, guys? Good?
It was fun.
Fun? Good.
Yeah. Actually fun.
What was the topic?
You name it.
Oh, it was
We
one of
had-
those shows, was it?
Yeah, we had sovereign citizen, politics, election, science, space. What else? Oh my God, we went even further than space. Alchemy. Yeah, alchemy. Yeah,
Mhm.
gravity. It was awesome. And it flowed very well. I don't know why, because I was interrupting left and right, but the panel didn't seem to care.
Did you get muted?
No, I did not get muted. That's cool. Yeah.
Have you been unmuted over in Gems? By any chance?
I checked today. Yeah, I am unmuted. Yeah. Thank you, Benzo. Whatever strings you pull over there.
I've got no strings to pull at all, trust me. It's an illusion of power that you give me.
I just listened to Witsit all day over on Gems, and
Running circles around them.
God,
Chasing
Yeah.
tails.
dude, fun to listen to though, dude. I'd way rather listen to Gems with Witsit on it than any music or or any radio station, any YouTube video I could find. Really, it's
Yeah.
like fucking, it's awesome.
I've got to have small doses of Witsit.
Yeah.
Too much.
Not every day. Yeah, not every day. Exactly. But today it made my day.
Well, that's good. That's good. As long as I put a smile on your face, because that's what life is really all about.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Makes me realize I need to research more.
Why?
Well,
Why?
I need to check. So Witsit's putting on these. He's every claim he makes, he's putting on the general chat and shit while I'm running my machine, so I can't stop
Mhm.
every single time he's doing that.
No.
But I'm just like, wow, that's very simple. Why not just go check that out? Shit.
So
like
you
that.
want to learn about black holes and quasars, do you?
No. It's kind of the opposite. Which it's showing Harvard papers, Boston College papers.
What about black holes and quasars?
Yeah, that say the opposite, right? So I don't
Yeah.
have time to read all that shit. But
No. This is what I'm saying. You want to learn about black holes and quasars.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I do want to learn
okay.
exactly
Okay.
about black holes and quasars.
Okay. For what particular purpose? What's the purpose of learning about them?
I would just like to know what the people that we employ, what their story is of the, why they can present that idea to the mass, right?
But
The
why?
mass.
Why do you need to know it? Why not?
Well, because I want to
not?
confirm to myself that it's bullshit, right?
Okay, then. But you know it's bullshit. All right. Do you need confirmation? So if you have this confirmation, what's going to change?
Nothing.
Okay. So why not learn to play the guitar?
Oh, that's kind of good. You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? So instead of learning about black holes, why not learn? You know what? This is a C chord. Strum. Boom. Now, where would your time be more productively spent?
Exactly. You're right. You're 100% right about that. I was wrong.
I know I'm right. And when I'm not right, refer back to rule number 1. I'm always right. As I tell my kids.
No,
No,
you're
just
you're
a,
100% right. Like, why
it's
not
a,
listen to like a guitar strumming show if I'm listening,
that's
only listening,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And saying
Like
how
I
easy
like
it
the
is.
banter. Like I like the banter. I mean, I was having some banter yesterday to another channel, all right? And they said, "Well, why don't you go learn about this?" And I go, "Well, why the fuck would I want to? I'll learn. I'll speak about it, and some of it I may choose for it to sink in, and some of it I probably will choose. You know what? That's taking up way too much of my small brain power that I already have, because I don't want to, overload it. I'd much rather learn how to sharpen a bandsaw blade the most effective way, because how is learning about the complexities of space time going to help me, right?
Exactly.
So where would my time be more productively spent? Right, knowing all the bullshit that's written in 5,000 different texts or 100 different bloody Harvard papers. How is that actually being a productive use of my free time?
Absolutely. And when let's just say I'm looking into black holes or whatever wits it throws, they just throw out another paper that shows the opposite. Right?
Exactly.
So, what a waste of
Exactly,
time.
right?
Exactly.
And
Now
it's a
Bandsaw,
bunch of dogs. It's a bunch of
I'd
dogs just chasing their tails. Sorry, you'd love to who?
I'd love to tell you that I
Yeah.
played the violin for about 6 years when I was young.
Oh,
So
cool.
I've got the finger movement, right? Why
Yeah.
not play the guitar? Do something
Can you make-
productive. Exactly.
Can you actually read sheet music?
Say again.
Can
Retune.
you read sheet music?
I
Music.
used to be able to. Give me like a week with it. I
Yeah,
could
and you'll pick it up again.
reread it. Yeah.
Yeah. See, now that'd be more productive. Or learning about the newest and latest hydraulic lines to put on your digger. Now that'd be a good use of time.
Yeah.
All right.
Mechanics, just learning how the digger works, right? In
There
case
you
I need to
go.
replace
Like,
something. Right?
yeah. And look, hey, your time is to do with what your time is. I've got no problems with that. But at the end of the day, what is it going to do? Because learning about a quasar or bending space time is changing what underneath your feet or in your life, really.
So you're basically coming to the same point as me. You've already been there, and you're telling me this is kind of a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If we can now, knowing what we know is beneficial. I know what I know, or met the people I met. Right, you can talk to the people you talk to. But in all reality, you're digging a hole if you just want to sit on gems all day, or even this show, after hours, right?
Yeah.
Just digging a hole you can't get out of.
Yeah. And you'll never get out from underneath that label of retard or fucking whatever, fool, idiot, or whatever. You'll never get out of that.
Yeah.
From underneath that label, you know that, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So why even attempt to get out of that?
Why even entertain it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I entertain it purely for the shits and giggles now. My attitude has just changed so much. It's just purely for the shits and giggles.
Yeah. Me too. Also, at a point, right?
Yeah.
But I do like. Let's just say Brandon Toy. I never heard him from 6 months ago. He just kind of came onto the scene, right? New ideas, just a different point of view. I don't watch news or TV shows. I don't have kids, right? So I don't have to watch that. I don't play video games. I don't do anything except wake up, run my machine, come home, sit in my shed, and talk to you. That's it.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong, people like, the Brandons, the Witsits, Chemos, whoever, whatever name you want to throw there, that seem to have done a lot of research into these things, Ranty's, whatever, Travis, they go deep. They go deep in the stuff, and they know their topics inside and out. I appreciate the time that they put in and how they can eloquently run rings around the Rumpuses and the Gems and Scotts and all these other sorts of people. I appreciate it, right? That's a passion that they've got and whatnot, and good luck to them. Good luck to them. Just not mine. Cup of tea. Like I said, I'd much rather learn about diamond encrusted files and sharpen my bandsaw blades more efficiently, and stuff.
When you sit down to relax, what do you click on? Because there's going to be a click somewhere.
Oh, what do I click on?
Yeah.
Oh, I click on woodworking stuff, especially some of the Asian sites where they have the old time woodworking techniques.
Japanese.
I love it. Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. But I'm following this Chinese guy at the moment. He's this old dude. I swear to God, Aaron, he's 3022. That's how old he is, right?
Yeah.
And he makes this stuff, and it is gorgeous.
How old is he? You son of a
bitch. all the tools he uses, they're all handmade, and they're just like bush tools, right?
Yeah.
A bit of dental floss strung between a couple of branches or whatnot, and he cuts his stuff. And some of the stuff that he makes is so interesting, and I'm fascinated. That's what I click on when I'm watching stuff. Right?
Yeah,
that's what I get enjoyment out of. Yeah, no. So you go. Yeah.
Well, I go to mechanics, right? So I'll click on auto mechanics, right? And there's a whole bunch of them. Also, just people that do tool reviews, right? So, you're getting your best tool review for what store.
Aaron, I want to test you real quick on that automotive knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Do you watch Craig? Damn, what is his name? Craig Kilson, the white guy Watch. I'm gonna give you a link, and I'm gonna post it on the generals, and you're gonna probably know who I'm talking about if you watch a lot of car reviews.
Normally, I watch. Because I've as you start, when YouTube becomes popular, you start somewhere, but you kind of refine your searches into the best people you like to watch, right? And so I'm South Main Auto, Eric O. Just great diagnostician on the electronics of cars, but also a mechanical mechanic, right? You can throw in a transmission in half hour,
Yeah.
And, I watch AVE also. He's pretty cool. He's got over 1 million subs.
Scotty Kilmore.
Yeah. Kilmore is my arch enemy, actually. Because of Eric O, right? Eric O is just like, he makes fun. They're friends actually, but they're YouTube stars now, right? And so Eric O, South Main Auto, will talk about Scotty's video of how to fix a car and be like, that's not how you fix a car. This is how you fix a car. Anyways, so it's just fun like that. That's drama too, right?
But it's a self-promoting between the two of them. Good cop, bad cop sort of thing, and they help each other's channels too, don't they? You're watching one channel and they're ragging on another channel. It's just like, I'm going to go check out this other channel to see what he's ragging on. So then you're over at the other channel,
but they're both doing good work, actually, mechanical work, actual cool shit, not just theories and this is what I say. They're like, here's how I fix something, right? So you can do it. There's more than one way, We know, right?
Most definitely.
But yeah, Matrix. Kilmore. He's great. My dad watches Scotty Kilmore, right? Because he's boisterous. He's happy. He shows you kind of just the very good basics of how to diagnose an issue, you know. But Erico at Southman Auto actually brings up the wiring diagrams, follows wires, cuts open looms, shows you the pink and red wire, right? It says, here's the short, right?
Eric, you said? What was the name that you said?
South Main Auto. South Main Auto.
All right, let me look it up.
Yeah. He's going. He jokes around the whole time while he's like changing the drive line. He's just making jokes about all sorts of shit. You know, just whatever he's thinking. He's a great presenter too. You know, he's like, oh, my fucking kids running around with fucking, popsicles running. You know, he just makes fun of everything that's happening in his shop. He's a owner operator.
Yeah.
As he's dropping transmissions and fluids everywhere, and the air compressor kicks on like while he's having a video, and he's like, "Fuck this air compressor!" It's just shit. It's just real shit, you know.
But it's a similar sort of thing. Like you click on stuff that you're going to get some stuff out of.
Yeah.
Really.
But I also like videos where, like I said, you start at a pyramid kind of shape. You know, we start out clicking on a whole bunch of shit, right? But then you slowly work your way up to a topic, right? You kind of find the channel that you like the most. You can go down a few steps from time to time, just check up on them. But and these folks that I watch, like you're saying about not wasting time, Bantal, you know, is knowledge, right? He explains exactly step by step how he diagnoses a problem. So every week there's a new car, right?
But
here's the problem.
It's
And,
real world knowledge, Aaron.
Yeah.
Stuff that's going to help you in the real world. It's going to help you in reality, right?
Exactly.
Bendy Space Time is going to help you for what? What's Bendy Space Time going to help you for?
Nothing.
Right? What's a quasar going to help you for? Right?
Exactly.
Really? What? No, knowing the sun's composition. What is that? What is it going to fucking help you for? Does it help you grow your tomato plants any better? Really?
Nope.
You know what?
No way.
I'll plant them if I plant them in the garden and I make sure they've got plenty of sun, they'll grow. I know that because you know what? My neighbours did it. My grandparents did it. Right? They must have been onto something because if I plant my tomato plant in a garage, it probably ain't going to grow. I could test it. Now I could test it. Right?
I could write a paper on it.
Right? Something tells me that will be a waste of my time. Right? Deep down. Right? But, you know, who knows? You know, maybe I should do it because maybe this is the way of the future. Growing tomato plants in your garage, right? In pitch darkness. Right? And we should have fields of mushrooms.
I mean,
in the
now
sun.
that you're on lockdown and you can't go outside your front door, I mean, you're going to have to figure out something.
Got to do something that's productive, something that's going to help the world.
How are you going to grow tomato plants if you can't go outside?
Well, exactly. God, give me a break. Bendy Space Time. The trouble is, the trouble is, right? These people who came up with it, they weren't actually growing tomato plants. They were growing something else and consuming.
I'll tell you the truth. The only reason I come on these shows, let's say Ranties or whatever, is because I actually met Travis in person. Right?
Yeah.
He's a real fucking dude.
Yeah.
It's reality, right? And so we have always kept in contact. He's got some other ideas. We talk about sovereign citizenship or just law and other politic bullshit on the side, and Travis is out there fucking doing shit with his camera. Now, like you just said, is it worth anything? Is it? Well, to Travis, it is, right?
100%. And I give him kudos for it too, right? I give him kudos for putting in that time and effort, because I'm a lazy fuck and I'm not going to do it because it doesn't interest me. But people like Travis or Brandon or Ranty or all these other people that put the time and the effort into doing stuff, I definitely, give them kudos for it, right? I don't disregard it, right? But for me personally, to go and do it, to put in the time to read a Harvard paper or whatever, no, I can't be fucked. I can't be fucked. Right?
That's
I really can.
Fucking son of a bitch. Oh man, I'm over here watching a wood guy making like this beautiful thing, and you're just cursing away like a. Oh man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so the truth is, the reason why I come on these shows is because it's easy. First of all, just one tap of my phone, boom, I can have contact with folks who I've talked with before. They kind of know me. They've heard me drunk as shit. They've heard me, say some cool stuff, but they are always respectful, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, I've met Travis before in person. He's, so I kind of have what would you call it? A virtual relationship.
A rapport.
Yeah, kind of a virtual relationship with a voice. I don't know you, Ben, so I can't even picture what you look like, right? But I'm not worried about that. I like what you say. I like your come from. And if I didn't, I wouldn't talk to you. It's very simple.
Well, you tell me if you didn't like where I came from. That is for sure. Which you have in the past, Aaron.
Possibly.
Possibly.
By the way, you have.
That's what friends do, right?
Exactly right, Joe. Exactly. But it's good. I just like the interaction, really. Like I'm doing something, mucking around in the garage, tinkering around.
I can't talk to my neighbors like I talk to you. And I don't even know you. I know my neighbors. I've seen them physically, right? But I don't know. Maybe that's the trap, actually. Maybe you're not real. Maybe I'm not real. I don't know.
I'm not. I'm AI.
Maybe we're past versions of ourselves. Right? That would be freaky.
Exactly. What if? Right? Yeah. Wow. What if I was just talking to myself, to folks that I've created before, right? In a past version of myself. Yeah. I don't know.
Nah, like we're like something like we're playing all the roles. It's just like at a different point. And like oh man, that would be freaky. Like you only realize the truth when you die or something.
Could be freaky or awesome, right?
I mean, it could be kind of awesome. I mean,
trust yourself, trust the people that you're talking to in your head, right?
That's why I argue with myself, because I always win.
Exactly. That's why it's awesome.
No other reason.
My biggest voices. My biggest mental enemies are like Terry, who's super calm and like never heard a fly, actually. So I don't create these like drastic enemies, trying to kill me. I'm not paranoid, or some shit, right? My mental enemy is like Terry. Awesome, dude. My mind did good. Yeah.
The passive aggressiveness.
Yeah.
God.
Funny stuff, man. Well, all of us will probably never ever fucking meet ever, right? But you know, think about that. You're a huge
Maybe
part of
we've
my
met in the
life.
past.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Right? Well, but you guys are a huge part of my life. Just every single day, coming on the show, talking for 2-3 hours. Right? It's actually huge to think about that because most people spend 2 or 3 hours in front of the TV with some other picture screened presenter, news presenter, some hot chick telling you what the news is and telling, right? And they sit there doing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Except they can't interact. They just fucking absorb it, like, you know, absorb it like zombies.
Zorb. Damn. Fuck, it's hot in this garage.
What's your temp there? 35?
Oh, no, today it's actually quite cool. It's, I'll tell you. Actually, it's about, well, according to Google Weather, it's 22, but it's a good 8 degrees warmer than that in the garage,
Yeah.
I reckon.
What are you
Which is
doing?
good. Hotter the better.
Open a window, dude. Open the doors. What are you doing?
I've got the fucking window open and I've got a door open.
Put a fan in there. Throw a fan in there.
Nah, I'm not doing that now, man. I'm moving.
Oh.
Can't be
Oh,
fucking doing
that's
that now. I'm moving. Yeah, so I'm just
I hate moving, just so you know.
I'm just looking at getting the dimensions of my blade. I've got to order some new blades before I move.
You gotta pack up all your shit. You gotta pack up all your shit just to unpack it like a day later.
Yeah,
I hate
I know.
moving. It's so dumb.
And you know, over the years, like, I'm a hoarder. Like, I come across on a job site a bit of this, a bit of that. So, you know what? One day I'll have a use for that.
Yeah.
One day, right? You know what shit I've got that I've got a use for that I've never found a use for, right? Now, that's the shit you got to pack up. That's got no purpose. It's like, what the fuck do I do with all this crap?
You know it's not conundrum, but you know the idea. As soon as you throw it away, right? And it might even,
that's right.
It might even be while you're moving. You'd be like, "Fuck! I needed that stripped out 3/8 bolt. I needed
exactly. You feel my pain, Aaron.
I get it.
This is the inner struggle that I'm having at the moment.
Exactly. That broom handle it's still in the plastic. It's been sitting up against your wall forever, and you always wanted to buy a actual broom for it, but you never have, right? As soon as you throw that motherfucker away, boom, there you go.
No, don't worry about the broom handle that's in the plastic. What about the broom handles that I've got that are actually broken that could be like a bit of dowel for something? Right? What are all those ones that I've got, Aaron?
Exactly. Loads of those. I'm gonna use them for something, possibly a cool railing, you know. Yeah, something like that.
A curtain railing for my garage or something that I've never bothered to put up. Put a nice bit of fancy scrim over there so the neighbours can't see me.
Man, Banzo, what have you been doing with your time? Have you been preoccupied with some other influence, apparently? Because, I mean, you have lots of projects you need to get done, you know.
Oh, I know, man.
You know
Don't you
what I mean?
That's why I've got you on headphones and I'm in the garage. So I'm a multitasker.
Okay.
Right?
Cool.
Yeah, I'm a new age multitasker.
Yeah.
Damn. And then I just walk round and round in circles to the garage too, going, oh, fuck, I've got to do that. Fuck, I've got to do this. Fuck, I've got to do that.
Gotta go get boxes. I gotta go.
I've got to go do this. Exactly. And then at the end of the day, I sit down and I analyse, what did I actually achieve?
Nothing.
With all that mental gymnastics, what did I achieve?
That's why I hate moving, dude. I hate moving. Like, should I throw this away? Should I throw it not? Then you have to ask the lady, right? Should we throw this away or not? And then it becomes like a big old, like, long, 3-hour debate of like, well, we might need it. We might not need this. Just throw it. Fucking
exactly.
You can buy another one. Yeah.
Exactly right.
If it was in a box in my garage.
Costs.
Yeah. If it was in a box in my garage to begin with, and I'm asking you, my lady, if I should throw it, and she says no, keep it. I'm like, you've never used it for like 3 years, right?
Oh, hey, Aaron, right? We moved here 20 years ago, right? 20 years ago we moved here, right? Everything on this property I built with my own 2 hands. Everything. Took me 5 years to build everything, but I fucking did it. Every brick, nail, bit of plant, you name it, I built everything myself, right? 20 years ago we started, right? Now I still have boxes that have been unopened from when we initially moved here 20 years ago.
That's awesome.
It's like, what the fuck? Never seen the light of day, ever. But you know what? We'll probably take it with us because we may need it.
Yeah. And they're already in the box. Just load them up. Whatever it is.
That's right.
You don't even
exactly.
know.
I don't need to pack it. It's already packed.
Just load them up.
Half the work's already done.
Take them to the next place.
God almighty, give me strength. It's just like, just need to load up the trailer and take it all down to the charity places. Get more use out of it.
Dude. Exactly, dude.
That's what I do plan on doing. No, that's what I do plan on doing, taking a heap of the stuff down to Salvation Army or submitting to Paul's or whatever. Yeah.
Or just set it out front and be like free. Right? Just put a big old sign.
We can't do that here now. We can't do that.
What? What?
Yes. Hey, Aaron, right? We used to have what we call hard rubbish, right? And it used to be once every 3 months or something. You have hard rubbish. So all the shit that you didn't want, you could have like a pile of shit that was like 2 meters by 2 meters by 1 meter high, right? 4 square meters and stuff, and you could put it on your nature strip. And then what would happen was, right, the council would come along and collect it all. But it was a gold mine. It was a treasure trove of goodies. You drive around with your trailer picking up other people's shit. Now, I decked out my garage with shelves and benches and chairs. All the people's shit in the front of their house, right? By the time the council came around to pick it up, there was nothing there. Everyone had stolen everything. And now there are certain areas that still actually do hard rubbish. But check this out.
It's not called hard rubbish. It's called hard treasure.
Well, right? Yes, I know.
Treasure.
But check this out though. They've actually got a bylaw in place that they've made it illegal. So if my neighbour puts something on his nature strip, right?
What the fuck is a nature strip? What the fuck is
it's the piece of grass in front of your fence line, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's owned by the
and it's owned by the guy, or
by the,
they have an interest in it.
Yeah, they've got interest.
You pay
so
taxes.
That's where you put your hard
you pay taxes.
Exactly.
On it, but you can't use it.
Yeah. They own it, but guess who the dumb fuck is that has to mow it? I've got to mow it. They don't mow it. I've got to mow it.
Exactly. Right? They don't maintain it at all.
Exactly. Right. But they've actually got a bylaw, right, where it is illegal now. If you see a nice shelving set that you could see, that would be good in my home or in my garage or something. It's illegal to go grab it and take it. You get charged with theft. How the hell does that even work?
It's all about freedom, dude. Right?
What freedom? What an illusion of freedom do you live in?
Apparently, I'm not even free to give away shit to my neighbor.
Yeah.
I could actually, maybe I could pick it up and set it on the road. Fuck the nature strip, right? Just set it right on the fucking road and with a big old sign that says free shelf. Right? So the next guy that comes along, either he hits it or takes it. Which one?
Yes. Yes,
so
that's right.
At least you're not liable, right? It's like, fuck.
Oh, no.
Yeah, right.
Fucking
But
liable
you guys
for
don't
everything.
have, dude, here in Texas, there's people putting washer dryers saying, you know what?
Yeah.
Working, take it. Right? Free. All that shit.
You used to be able to do it, but no anymore.
God, you guys are locked down big time.
Man, that's fucking draconian. I tell you, Aaron. I tell you. When you actually think through it, it is like...
let me ask you this. Do you have what we call them garage sales, right? Or yard sales? Okay.
Yep, we got them.
Can you have one of those without a permit?
Yes.
Without a permit. Okay, cool.
Yes. Yeah, you can have one of those.
With no permit. No government permission or nothing. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but there's probably some liability if you sell something to someone and they hurt themselves. You would probably get sued.
You just restored my faith and freedom.
Cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. Cool. But you can't set it out in the nature strip. You can't do that.
No. You can't have a sign on it, free to good home. You can't do that.
We call it an easement, is what we call it.
Oh, yeah, same thing. We got it's easement here too, but like in the burbs, in the suburbs, right, you've got your footpath or your walkway in front of your home, and then between the walkway and the road, you'll have that little bit of grass.
Yeah.
Right. That you know the strip I'm talking about. That's what we call the nature strip. So that area between
and they
the
will get you
and
for
the road.
littering, right? Littering, garbaging.
Yeah. You'll get a fine.
A perfectly working grill.
Yeah. If you don't maintain it, you can. I think you're liable for a fine, or if you just let the grass grow willy nilly, right?
Yeah.
The council will come out and mow it and send you a bill.
Oh my God.
And it's not even your land. You get a fucking bill for it.
Yeah. Well, it is your land. I mean, your property line, apparently, here in the U.S., goes to the center line of the road, right? But apparently, we grant all these easements, for the road, for the utility easement, all that shit. So it's like 15 to 25 foot inside your land is where you can put your fence, right? Because you can't build on easement property.
What, you telling me you can't on your land? You can't build your house in the middle of the road? What the hell? It's your land.
Well, but we still have to maintain that easement, right? And we pay tax all the way to the center of the road. Property tax. Yeah. Even though road taxes we also pay that every time you buy gas for your fucking mower, right? We pay all that shit. What a great scheme, dude. I love that. I want to get into government. Fuck it. Why try to be free when we know the only way to be free is to be the governance, right? Have a whole bunch of fucking idiots pay you a bunch of money to do nothing except charge them money. Right?
I'm doing some night schooling. I want to become a communist dictator.
I'm cutting out or you're cutting out. Might be me. Can you hear me, Ben? Are you there, Benzo? Come back.
No, I'm here.
Are you there?
No, I'm here.
How would you know?
Hold on. Let me have a look. Yeah, no, I'm here. I was actually doubting it there for a minute. No, but I'm definitely here.
So, talking about you can't put shit out for free unless it's maybe in your driveway, right? But it can't be out on the, just out. So people actually have to come on your property and be like, yeah, I want that, and that's free. These motherfuckers here in Texas are pushing washing machines and dryers like out into the road. Like, at least if you don't take it, you're gonna hit it. One of the two. One of the...
Driver beware.
Exactly.
It's not the kangaroos you got to worry about jumping in the middle of the road. It's the washing machines by the sounds of
Fucking
things.
washing machines. Shit here in America.
Damn. We've now discovered a new species. They only come out at night. Generally white in colour. They have a patch. Jesus. Oh my Lord.
But only 3 legs.
Only 3 legs. Exactly right. I try populists. Damn. Oh. Man. I've got this old pig. It's like from the gold mining era. 5,000 years old. I reckon if I did some carbon dating on it, we could prove that they used to dig up the stones for the pyramids.
You found some pics?
Yeah.
Well,
Seen better days, but I'll tell you what, she's a ripper.
why don't you do science on shit like that? You know?
I should science its ass out.
Science the fuck out of that thing.
Yeah.
And then write a paper and you'll become the very new next archaeologist,
Wow. Hey, I've got the tools of an archaeologist. I've got a pick
and
I've got a paintbrush. That's all you need. And string so I can grit out stuff.
There you go.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the string?
I braided it from hemp plants.
Did you? Okay. Must have been a lot of smoking going on.
Hey. Look, it is what it is. Don't be wasteful, all right? Do not be wasteful.
Why would you waste nature? Right? Why would you do
right. That? Snout to tail. That's my attitude. You use everything.
It's what's provided. I mean, why not?
That's right.
Unless someone else controls it and tells you can't use it,
Well, yeah. But nah, I like my chickens all pumped up with hormones and stuff.
So you have to move.
Chickens.
Do you have a? You're moving, yeah.
100%, I'm moving. Yep.
Okay, cool.
No ambiguity about it.
Do you have birds and stuff? The chickens? I call them birds, but you have to move all that too.
No. The last round of chicken we actually, because chickens really only have a decent laying life, as you know.
Yeah.
And the chicken coop that we have at the moment is empty. All right. And the grass in the chicken coop is actually grown up to the ceiling. at the moment.
Gotcha.
So
I get you. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, no, we emptied those puppies about when we started looking. When we first started looking, it was time to get some new chickens and all that sort of stuff. So we decided not to renew them. So
How far away are you going
like distance from where
from where
we're
you're
talking
at
about?
now?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's about 800 kilometres. So what's that in miles? 600 miles, 600
yeah.
miles.
550, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
That's
So yeah,
that's long.
Yeah, getting a removals company to do it. They're going to put all the stuff in a container. They'll whack it on a train, send it over there, and then unpack it for me. So basically,
I was going to ask you. You mentioned a trailer, but you're actually loading a one of those roll-off containers, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
not a roll-off one. It's a shipping container, 20-foot. Oh, sorry.
Really?
Well, it'll be 2 20-foot containers we need. So got a bit of stuff.
And a whole truckload and trailer load full of shit.
Yeah. My trailer will be filled
shit
up.
on
and
top
then,
of the truck. I'm sure you'll forget something.
And unfortunately, too, we've got that layover time from when all the stuff gets picked up till the time it gets delivered.
Yeah.
So we're just going to load everything up, all the camping gear that we've got. We'll take that with us, and then when we get over to the house, we'll just camp in the house for however long it is, a couple of weeks until the stuff arrives.
Are you moving toward the city or away?
Oh, in the country, so it's away from the city. So from the major town over there, it's about an hour and a half drive to the major city. It's in the middle of dairy farm country.
Cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.